Well, good morning, and it is a good morning. Sun's in my eyes, I can't see a thing. Well, it's better than me can't see than you can't see. It's a Tuesday, we're back out at it again. I say we, you know who I'm with.
Hi guys, it's a bright one today.
Is there somewhere. That's Vinnie from Drag the Mag. Go and check his channel out, like and subscribe. We're hitting up Leicester. We've not had much scrap over the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks we've only been hitting 200 kilograms of scrap. Last week was all trolleys and push bikes, so they take up a lot of space for not much weight. So today we're going for volume and not the quantity. Well, both. We want quantity and weight. So we're hitting Leicester. It's opposite the outdoor sports centre, which is just across from the river. We're parked on this dead end and there's just a grass track to the river. So we'll see what we get out of there. We have got the kayak and the dive suit. Not sure how deep this water is here, but even if I just paddle up to my knees, I don't mind.
And I've got these. So there's one from Martin.
Cool, excellent. Right there, Drag the Mag. Go and check his channel out. Right, we're here and we're set up, just about. We've been here before. Both mine and Vinnie's videos were titled something like Underwater Scrapyard, Scrapyard Underwater, something like that. Just further round the bend, there's a concrete pillar to stand on. So we were fishing where that tree is, little tree. We're on this bit. We're just flattening some of the weeds down so we can actually get to the water. You've got the outdoor activity centre that runs all the way along again. And we've got Loughborough Bridge that we have fished before. We didn't find much, but it's been a few weeks. So we're going to fish along this way towards the bridge and then come back to the underwater scrapyard. It's a lovely day. They're not forecasting any rain. It's warm and the sun's out. But I can always get the diving suit on and go and cool off. I think the fishermen are getting creative. Plastic bottle full of holes, been all pierced in all the way around. They obviously put like ground bait and their bait in it and then sink it, and then as the maggots and stuff come out the holes, the fish feed off it. Bottom feeder, little homemade one. Well, my first proper find. I've had a few little nails. Some sort of industrial roller. I'll go on a big pole. Yep, some sort of roller. It's full of water, so hopefully that will drain out. Someone's empty duffel bag.
The nail file.
I think it's a corner piece to a tank, water tank or something. And some netting. Right, Vinnie just pulled out a handle, not a knife. There's a little bit of metal left on it. It could be a knife, but it's reminded me of bingo. I've not done the bingo list this week, so we'll go with a knife. It's got to have a blade. Fence pin, knife, chav can, and we will go with something bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah, something bizarre, something odd.
Shall we do a bucket?
A bucket or an iron, something like that.
Yeah. A sad iron or a bucket, something old like that. So that's the sort of weird item we're looking for. So yeah, a bucket or a sad iron, either. Chav can, knife, fence pin. I started to get excited. I thought I'd done a Clive. Thought I'd pulled a Second World War helmet out. The shape of it, but no, it's either a chamber pot or an old enamel coated cooking pot. So, made a nice hat.
So we've got two names for this place: Underwater Scrapyard or Ding Ding Central. This is why.
We're back on these. They're metal discs encased in a rubber. I don't know if it's a pulley system or I don't know. But yeah, loads of rubber wheels. But yeah, ding ding. Fence corner bracket. And some more plastic. Right, there is an old bike down there. We're putting it up bit by bit. Some handlebars. I was thinking of repurposing something like this for me underwater diving. I could mount my camera to the middle, light on either handlebar, and then hold it while I'm diving. Only problem is this is too heavy, so I'd have to hook up some weights. Not weights, the opposite, floats. But something similar to that to actually carry the camera. Just pulled out an electrical lead. Only people of a certain generation will know what this is. It's the central spool of a cassette. Back in the days, that was their music. God, that's making me feel old. When I was a lad.
Got a friendly. He's a big boy, that one. There you go. Go on then.
Right. Random random direction. Piece of probably rebar. Big nut and bolt. Another bar. Piece of a bike wheel rim. And then I got this big ding ding. No idea. Probably like a round windowsill or a top to a barrel or something. Fair bit of weight to that. Oh, Vinnie's off on a little paddle. He's getting the rubbish across the bank. There's a big blue bag in the bush he's going to get, and then there's some rubbish along this edge. So yeah, we always like to keep the place a little bit tidier than we found it. So yeah, Vinnie's in the kayak now. I'll be putting my dive stuff on later. This side there's something all along these bushes. If we could trim these bushes down, we'd have a field day. Right, just got this unusual thing out. Got two hooks that side, and there's a hinge. So, no idea what that's for. Something goes on something, closes up, hooks on. It's some sort of harness for a horse. Don't know, that would attach somehow and then chains on here. Don't know, unusual. Well, some sort of cog on a threaded spindle. It's obviously used for holding something up. And then I've just got an O. I think it's some sort of handle or spanner or something. Yeah, knocking the crud off it. There's a hexagon shape, you can just about make that out. So yeah, got a spanner, an old one. Duel. I know I said we'd come to Leicester because we wanted a load of scrap. Because we've only been getting 200 kilograms. But it's blisteringly hot. We've been here about an hour. We've got a pile of bars, a couple of bags of plastics, got a bag of small stuff. Then I go and latch onto this boy. One humongous pipe. Don't know if it was like a sewer pipe or waste pipe or an old-fashioned drain pipe, but it's cast iron. 2 inlet hoses there, or junctions. But yeah, that's one for the angle grinder because that ain't going in the car. Well, Vinnie's first trip back with the kayak. It's only been what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Pile of plastic, bottles, you name it, there's in here. Cans, bottles, floating tubey stuffy.
I did find a gun somewhere.
And he did find a gun. I was going to tease you and say go and check his channel out.
Here you go. Oh. It might be loaded.
But it's a little Nerf water pistol. And he has tested it and it does squirt. So it's got a working gun. I think he can keep this one. Well, you probably see there, Vinnie's been back. Got a bag full of plastic. I've got what I think is an old oil filter of something. And I think that's the bottom to a fence post or railing. Still got a bit of wood attached to it. Right, I've got a piece of edging and some twisted metal. Don't know if that's a band off a barrel or something. Definitely some sort of edging. It's getting warm. Might have to put my dive suit on, go in the water just to cool down, I think. And another fence post, one of the corner brackets. Wow, another little shovel. Got a few of these out of here. Ow. Right, old mixture. I've got poles, nails, got me knife. Yeah, it's only a butter knife. That's not a knife. I haven't got one to show you, but that's not a knife. No doubt we'll find one a bit bigger than this. And I've got, carrying on my cooking range, I've got an old saucepan. Got some holes in it, so it's going to be no good. But yeah, that's the second cooking utensil. Sorry about the noise, they've got a group of kayakers on the water, so you'll probably hear that over the top. Right, as you can see, Vinnie is back, he's there. I've got a slice of pizza, thin crust, overcooked, and 3 bars, all on the same pole. I think that's a spindle to something. Could be a pram spindle. Right, as you can see, he's back again, and he's got more plastic bottles, glass bottles, foam tubing. Right, go and get the bag, fill the bag up. out of the kayak. And just a couple more poles. Right, as you can see from this viewpoint, I'm in the kayak. I just want to see basically how deep it is in the middle before I put my dive suit on. So I'm just going to launch the canoe, drop the magnet in the middle, see how deep it is. And I have seen some rubbish in the bush that I'm going to go and get, so that was a bit wet. Yeah,
Right, it's not floating or moving.
Yeah, that's not very sturdy, is it? I'll get a puncher kit on that.
Sort of close to one side and you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, that's not.
That's like it only goes slow enough.
Yeah, you're always fighting it. Oh shit. Yeah. Right. Right, there is an airbag at the back of this kayak. There's a hole in it, so that's going to have to be fixed because it's not sturdy enough. Right, definitely got to get that swim bladder fixed. It's making the buoyancy on this not that great. Obviously this is the first time I've used it. I've normally just let Vinnie launch it and play around. But yeah, it's not that stable. So shit, no. I don't want to be up a creek without a paddle. Right, first time I've used this and I found two problems already. I need a hook for my oar, so when we're not using it and we're using our hands to get rubbish, we can click it on here. And the second thing is that swim bladder, because it's too rocky. Right, let's just see how deep it is in the middle-ish. Oh, I think I'm on something. Right. All I want to find is a tool, and then I've made it. Kayaking on the river, find a tool. Ugh. I know. Once you've got that swim bladder, it will stay level.
Yeah.
But because it's not very. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Well, it's not. I got something heavy. Well, that's no good pulling something heavy in the kayak, because you just pull the rope, you pull the kayak on top of the item. Alright, there's something on it here. Right, this is going to have to go to the shore. Just make sure your rope's long enough. Come on. No. I keep stopping and the rope pulls me back. Come on. Saved it. Oh. Okay, you want to go that way? Fine. You stupid. Uh-oh. Something heavy just there. Ah. No, it was clunk clunk. You still on? Right, yeah. Until the swim bladder's sorted, not a good idea hooking onto something, because it's not that stable. As you can see, it's rocking a lot. You put weight on one side and it goes. So whatever I'm stuck on, Vinnie's now pulling it. And let's see what it was. Oh. Okay. It was an ornate bed frame with a bike seat and a pole. So yeah, it's just as well I didn't pull it up on the kayak, because I've got no room on here for that. Right, if we're going to magnet fish with the kayak, we need to make sure that we've got enough rope to reach the bank, otherwise we've got a slight problem. My rope's not too bad because I can just ditch it in the water and it would float. Vinnie's on the other hand would probably sink. But yeah, we can always put a little floaty thingy on it, and then if need be, ditch the rope, let it float with a buoy, come to the bank and get a longer rope and join it. But yeah, it's all a learning curve. This is the first time I've been in the kayak, and there's a few little problems I've noticed that we will sort. Right, back to magnet fishing, and then I'll put my dive suit on in a bit. Got some sort of trim, probably a handle from a boat, handrail thingy. Don't know if that is a set of wheels or a hinge. Could be a gate hinge. When I first see it, I thought, oh, it's the start of the trolley wheels. I think it's a gate hinge. And some sort of edging. There we go. Found a big ding ding. I did have to bend it into sort of shape. It's well, it's staying there now. There's a split just there, so it's not a complete loop. But no idea what it's for. Probably a seal or something. Caught around a pipe. And a pole. I've got a steel girder with a brick inside of it. Tried hitting it with a metal pipe, and the metal pipe is shattered. Never mind, I've got a tube, piece of angle bar, and an unusual wheel. Got some sort of steering arm on it, so whether that's to a little go-kart or something, no idea. And another little cooking dish, enamel pie dish. Got quite a set of these today. Remains of a plastic something or other. Could be like a seat cover to one of them rattan chairs, whatever they're called. I think that's what it is. I think it's a seat cover. Probably a stool or a chair. I'm not lifting this one up. Wow. That's about as far as I'm getting it. It's an axle of some sort. It's got a leaf spring on it. And the wheel hub. Oh, I'll just show you it like this in case that didn't get the camera. That's some weight. Looks like we're taking the car apart bit by bit and all now. Same area that I was in with the kayak. Why couldn't I find that, eh? Dude! Seen better days. Thinking that's some sort of wheel arch. Start off. Part of, say, a front wing of some sort. Underwater scrapyard. Last time we was here, this was all clear. These bushes here were all flattened down to the ground. Up to here. We can still get access here and on the concrete, so that's where we're going to fish. I might even get my dive gear on, see what's behind these bushes here. But yeah, last time we was on here, it was something every throw. Well, we've moved down here. I'm just grabbing a coffee before I get my dive gear on, and we're having bets 3 or 4 poles. Yeah, it's about right. He's got a pole, a bracket, lump of metal, every throw. Right, I'll get my dive suit on and see if I get some footage of underwater.
Yeah, that's what I want to go for. Something
Right, as you can tell, I'm back out of the water. A lot of me finds was just rubbish. There were some Coke cans, some bottles. We've added them to the pile. Brandy bottle. We've just added it to the pile of plastic in here. I'm hoping some of the footage you can see. Found a few more ding dings. I don't know if that came out on the footage, but every time I got one I was going as in ding ding. I think I found 3 or 4 underwater, but we'll see what the footage comes out. And then the 3 unusual, 3 bottles, Hoys and Son Limited, no, Hoys and Sons Leicester Limited. Must be a pop makers. It's a nice decorative bottle. Moore Brothers, Helkins Street, Leicester. That's an old milky type bottle. That might clean up nicely. And Rich Clean Milk. Something limited. Don't know the logo. But again, it's another milk bottle. So that's 2 old milk bottles from Leicester. And I think that's a poppy bottle. But they're 3 items you're not going to find actually metal detecting, magnet fishing. So I'm quite pleased about that. I did see loads of metal under the water, but obviously with the silt kicking up, I'm not sure what footage you are going to get. I'm hoping some of it has come out. Did bring this pole back out with me as well. Every time I found a pole, it weighs me down, so it pins me to the bottom. So I was moving them along 2 or 3 foot, moving them again. So there's little piles of 2 or 3 poles. I'm sure if we throw the magnet on it, we'll find them. But just before I came out, I found this one, so pulled this one out with me. Right, I'm going to have a quick coffee and then we'll get back to magnet fishing. Well, first throw back out on here with the magnet, and I've gone and got a pole. And Vinnie's got some sort of half a drain pipe.
It's alright, you can get the other half.
Well, I thought I'd got another one of them ding ding wheels, but it's a wheel, same sort of size, but this one is a wire brush. Used for grinding, polishing rust off. Now I could make use of that, but I think that's all rusted together. Right, it's going to be one of them days. There's going to be find after find after find. My tablet battery's gone, so I don't know how much battery I've got left on my phone. So I might just bring you back when I found 2 or 3 lots, because it'll be poles and brackets like this all day, and the old ding ding, them rubber wheel thingies. Well, a few throws. I've had a couple of poles, brackets. There's a bit of wood with some metal trim on it. So unless that's part of a boat or an old fence. And another ding ding. Getting loads of these now. And a manky piece of chain. Well, thought it was going to be a day for these. Ding ding ding. Some more of these rubber rings. I'd love to know what they're off. Central part to a scaffolding or a tower. It's got the 4 join either side and then locking positions. Probably the middle part
Even
of
got more in here, look.
more ding dings in
One
there.
in there and then I've one at the bottom.
Another wheel. I found this pole while I was actually under the water. It's painted red and white, so I don't know if they use it as a marker for something. But obviously it was too big for me to swim underwater and carry this and my dive bag. So I just kept pushing it to the side, just relocated it with the magnet. Metal sheet as well. Come across that underwater. I'm hoping the footage comes out. If not, I did find this underwater, and then obviously we just used the magnet to fish it out. And I've got one of these little tins. Nothing in it. Some little like black seeds. But yeah, I've had quite a few cooking utensils today. There's no hallmark, so it's probably just stainless steel. Well, I've got another ding ding, one of them rubber rings, and someone don't like the Teletubbies. Got a little pose antenna. It's a bit long for his antenna really, but yeah, is that some sort of mooring stake or is it a joiner for something? Joining link? No idea, but it's quite decorative. And there's a fair bit of weight to it, it's what we like. Well, I see some eyes looking up at me, and I thought it was a religious statue, but it's not. It's a little dolly. Little dolly.
So, not only have I rescued Superwoman, but Martin's also rescued. Hey!
Little dolly!
Hello! All fun and games. Yeah, got a little teddy and he's just got a doll. I see the face, I thought, what?
I thought it was a little statue.
Yeah, I thought that'd be the old religious
Yeah.
sort of Buddha and...
Right, me and Vinnie have been working a location. It keeps sticking on and sliding along. This is why. This was buried under the silt. There was a load of mud and silt on it and bricks. And of course there's a lip, so the bricks aren't going to come out. We managed to break one end free, lifted it out of the water. Vinnie waded in, it's only knee deep with his wellies. Knocked the bricks off this side of it, and then we managed to lift it out. That's a lid of something. Or a tray to something. Right, air video will be going on, obviously this is Saturday morning, 9:30. You've probably seen on some posts for the Leicester area about fly tipping left by magnet fishers. We see the lady on her phone reporting us, so we did have a word with her and we said, look, give us an hour and we'll shift it. She goes, oh, if they do turn up they won't take any further action because it's been moved. But you guys all know us, by the end of the day we move air rubbish. We've had 2 lots like this and the car's just there, so bring it back when it's all in the car. Yeah. That's the first lot that was up near by the concrete. And then we've got this lot, and we've got the 2-3 big items which we'll go back for. Right, it's been a cracking day magnet fishing. It's been a warm one. We haven't really moved location. We've moved about 10 yards. We've magnet fished, kayaked, snorkeled, dived. yeah, I'm hoping that video footage comes out from underwater because there was loads of metal. But yeah, it's about 6:30. We got asked to move from where we'd parked. We parked near an industrial unit. Guy came out and said he wanted to close the gates. It wasn't a private road, it was a public road, and they'd just put some pallets across the road and some fencing across, them metal barriers. So when they're not working, they tend to close the road off, but it's not a private road, so I don't know where he stands legally on doing that. But we didn't want to upset anybody, so we'd moved the car. We've come down the cycle path as suggested by the local council. He said don't struggle with your scrap. He says you're doing a good job. Anytime you're here, just come down, put your hazards on, load the scrap. That's what we've done. It's loaded. It's taken a bit of a while this time, but we have loaded it nice and neatly. It's all in. Kayak's on the roof. There was a couple of bags of plastic. Local little picker said leave it up with airbags. That's what we've done. So there's a small pile there ready for the council to collect. They do know about it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and don't forget, go and check Vinnie out.
See you later, guys. If you want a sticker, drop a comment to Martin, and Martin will let me know, and I'll give Martin the stickers and he can get your address, vice versa.
Cool. Until the next one, thank you for watching.
See you later.